Hi YouTubers, it's going to be a video now, so we're sponsored now, so we're sponsored by 907, pretty quick best line, big ass cigar, part 907, said, that's a pussy pinch. That's very dickish, fuck you, that's really dickish, really rude, you don't be an asshole about it, so he's referring to dip or chewing tobacco, like moist snuff or dip, and he's basically saying that's a pussy pinch, which is, not a real man's pinch, taking the dip and the moist snuff, like Copenhagen or Skull, and putting it in your mouth, and sucking on it basically didn't sound right. That kind of shit is bullshit, and basically, that's what he's saying essentially is the guy's not a real man, for, putting, a tiny pinch in because, real men who are, buffed out, have a big foot-long pecker, big foot-long cock, tattoos, act like they're whatever, that kind of bullshit, they put in a big pinch, a man-sized pinch, a big giant pinch, that's a man-sized pinch, and he's referring to the guy who, in the video, put in the way he called a pussy pinch. In other words, a pussy pinch is like a too small of a pinch. So the bottom line is that guy's an asshole for saying that, it's like, the whole purpose of enjoying tobacco products, is to enjoy them. It's like, or to, to get a buzz, it doesn't really matter how much, fucking tobacco you put in. It's like, whether you put in a little bit, a moderate amount, a huge amount, a giant amount, doesn't really fucking matter because it's like, somebody could say, well, that's a pussy cigar, that's a pussy-sized cigar, that's not an 8x80 or like an 8x90. It's like, it doesn't really fucking matter because cigars are cigars, pipes are pipes. Excuse me, doesn't really fucking matter because everyone has the right, it's to each their own. I mean, some people like big cigars, some people like, big pipes, like pipe-sized pipes, and some people like, little pinches of, chewing tobacco or dip. Doesn't really fucking matter. So long as the person's over 18 or over 21, whatever, they're in their legal age in their jurisdiction, they're not hurting anybody else, it really doesn't fucking matter. You're worrying about too much shit, too much bullshit. Bullshit is bullshit. So anyway, screw you, fuck you, bye.